What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Sunless Sea Zubmariner. I always forget that back half. I just say Sunless Sea at this point, though, because if you're going to play Sunless Sea, you might as well play it with Zubmariner. It's such a massive expansion of the game that it feels, I don't know, it feels like a waste to not play it with the expansion. Now, welcome on back. We just finished up a voyage. A pretty good voyage, in fact, where we had actually evened out our financial situation pretty well. I think we got to collect messages from the harbor master. We've got a free day, so the Rose Market bustles, so that's pretty good. We will strongly consider the possibility of, let's go talk to our venture capitalist. Oh, he wanted devil bone dice and motor salt. I thought he wanted a flute core. Well, shit. Doesn't matter because we made money on this last trip. 23 scintillac. Like, holy balls, that's a lot of scintillac. That in and of itself is enough to like catapult our financial situation up past anywhere where it has any reasonable means of being. We'll sell off all of our take here. We've got firkins of prisoners, honey, crates of souls. The parabola linen, I may actually hold on to the parabola linen because there's a new character up in Mount Palmerston where I have to go anyways to get Zoop. And in so doing, if we have parabola linen, we can hire that person on. 3 more parabola linen, in fact, allows us to hire that person on as a new officer, and perhaps she will give us, she's new with the expansion, so maybe she gives us pages, which is the big thing that I've been looking for. I would love to get my pages up to at least 50, because there's a challenge near the end of this game where you need at least like 70 in each stat, otherwise you don't even have the remotest chance of making it, and it's just something that I think is a good idea. I will sell my Bandersnatch, because it's in my hold right now, and I don't really think there's any point carrying it around with me. Feels like a waste. We've got the Admiralty Special. Mrs. Plenty's we'll go to in just a moment. Does the Brass Embassy need anything? On the one hand, devils pay a little better than the merchants of Wolfstack Docks. On the others, you are literally selling people's souls to devils. You know. Why did they put their souls in a bottle? Why didn't they just let it, you know, ferry off to the afterlife if they were so worried about it? Oh, yeah, I also needed to drop off my Sphinx Stone. So there it is. You get 500 bucks for the Sphinx Stone. Sign, sign, sign. Here's a receipt. Here's a discretion contract. Here's a penalty contract. Your vision is blurred by the end of it all. The cart rumbles off into the coiling fog. Here's your reward. Alright, so we lost some terror. We got 500 bucks in exchange for 300 bucks. And just carrying some shit around in our hold for a while. I would recommend anytime you're in the Sphinx Stone area, once you've got a larger ship, you should probably pick up a shipment and bring it back in. Although it used to be, I think they've nerfed it now where you can only do it like 5 times before you can't do it anymore. But it's still 2,500 echoes that you didn't have previously, so. Vital intelligence, sir. Get me paid. London is no longer getting political. They're basically as powerful as they can possibly be. He wants me to go to Frostfound to get information from the north, so that sounds perfectly fine. I can appeal to his better nature to not send me to Frostfound. He's not getting my Memento Mori because it's actually done pretty well by me. I'm still not convinced it's better than the Bandersnatch, but I don't have to buy torpedoes, so that's not so bad. We'll go to the Rose Market and see. It figures. It figures. All right, well, never mind then. I should always go to the Rose Market first, and I never do. I always mess it up. So we've got a new person that wants to sign on board. It's just a Zaylor, and I'll take him. Sure, why not? Never hurts to have a little bit of extra crew. Then we'll turn in our port reports, of which I think we have several. Not a ton, but we have some. Failed in our challenge, but we still got our fuel for going out there. This will take the edge off of our expenses, which is one of the main reasons why I even do some of this stuff. Oh, nope, we're out. Hold on. Are we sure? Oh, we are. We're absolutely out. Okay. Well, let's go back to the Admiral. I needed to go to the dry dock where I needed to get my, let's see here, Admiralty Yards. I needed to get my shit repaired there because our ship is a little busted up. Not a lot, but it's kind of busted up. Radis Faber Engineers. Nope, don't need that. And then that leaves us with our lodgings, I think, where I could actually pay some money to build. Yeah, I can make the Monstrous Almanac, which will increase my pages by 7, which is pretty good. Not bad at all, so I'll go ahead and do that. Cost me 7 secrets and 7 pages. The most complex truths evade easy revelation. One must track them, harry them, cage them. They may be caged only by ink wrung from the veins of treasures. To record these truths, I must grind these treasures for ink. They will call me eccentric, and they will call me deranged, but they will never call me ignorant. We now have the Monstrous Almanac, which goes in our auxiliary slot, which actually, we get irons +5 from that one. I think we need the pages more. I really sincerely think we need the pages more. I think the pages are going to be of more help here. I've got the Colossal Flute Core. Let's go ahead and resupply. I'll take that back up as high as I can because we're going to be on a trip anyways, and this stuff will slowly burn off. I will also carry some Foxfire candles with me just in case, because there's a lot of quests around that we just didn't have the Foxfire candles for, and so we might as well add it on in. I'm much happier with our pages score right now, by the way. Much, much, much happier. As for a bridge slot item, oh, we don't have space in our hold. Here, let me sell a fuel then. As far as the House of Vision goes, we can get a Blazing Glim Lamp, which will lower our veils by 3, but it raises our mirrors by 5. Are there any of these that are better than others? So we've got the Judgment Resonator. Needs 6,000 bucks though for that one. Or the Consonator. We'll start with the Withern Optical for right now because we have it already, so we might as well. I mean, it's not much, but it's something, and it looks like we've got to save up a considerable amount of money anyways in order to get a really, really good one that just increases our mirrors at no cost to ourselves. So we'll keep that on the down low right now. We'll keep that on the D low. I also wanted to go and we'll turn in the live specimen to the Alarming Scholar. She's got a present for us. It's 2 supplies. We already have supplies, so I'm not really that concerned about it. But I will give her the live specimen so that she'll pay me an extra $100. So there it is. We're actually outside the realm of failing financially now. Our last trip was a little bit of a risk. If anything had gone wrong with the last trip, we would have been in serious doo-doo butter. It would have been really, really ugly for us. And so we didn't have the cash to buy our way out of problems, as with many things in life. Cash is the solution to a lot of problems. That's just the older I get, the more I realize that while money isn't everything, money has this inexplicable quality that allows it to just like eliminate issues from your life outright. Like you'd be like, yeah, I'm just going to throw a bunch of money at this problem and it's going to fix itself that way. And that's the truth. I mean, I think that's one of those things about money that I think people underestimate. And it's not everything, but it definitely helps. I will flee the nightmare. And the nightmare has passed. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Other things that he needed for, I forget what he needed. He needed the Colossal Flute Core, although I'll probably turn that into, unless I've already done it, I'll probably try to turn that in for a bonus from the Curator up in Venderbite. If I've already done that, then I'll take it back and I'll get the 8 or 9 Scintillac or whatever. He's going to have to give me a bunch of Scintillac, though, because that Flute Core is worth like 1,000. So if he pays me less than it's worth, that's going to kind of suck. I will get a port report from here very quickly. Fierce Philanthropist's husband. So does he want to come with us? Lighton stands in the corner. What was his role in the 7? They failed at their endeavor. I don't know if Lighton will actually go with us. We may need to replace Lighton. I don't know if he's going to be like of use to us in the future. I'm mostly going to travel underwater for now. I feel like we've had pretty good luck underwater. The things that we've killed underwater have either given flat stat increases or huge amounts of cash just for killing them. And since money is the best way to advance yourself in this game, I don't really have a problem hedging my bets in that direction. We've got like 3 grand at the moment, and if I can just throw like 800, 900 echoes at part of our quest in order to get it to resolve itself more rapidly, I'm definitely going to do that like every single time. If we don't see any enemies down in here, I'll probably try to go up and fight with a Lifeberg. Was that right there? Ooh, a sunken ship. And I have the crew to explore it. Yes, we will. Retrieve sunken treasure. So what wreck belates below, dark shape in the dark water. What caused it to sink? Does anything salvageable remain? You don your diving suit. There's a locked chest. Close examination reveals this was once a knot of flesh, salted for preservation. It is hardened until it resists even the edge of your worn cliff. Sharp spines protrude from it like a pufferfish. Why would anybody make such a thing? Okay, we salvaged it, I guess. What's this right here? It looks like it's kind of moving. It might be a monster. Oh, no, it's not. It looks like torpedoes, actually. Okay. I like torpedoes. I can occasionally exchange those in a place such as Rack to get myself free mutter salt, which is always in short demand. Like, I never have mutter salt, and you always need, like, not vast quantities of it, but you always need, like, 5 or 6 mutter salt for random things. And so it never hurts. It's kind of like having Foxfire candles with you. It never hurts to just have, like, a couple in the hold in case you come across something. Alright, Lifeberg, where you at? I know you're up here, craving my blap. You want to get some, so I can be like, bracow, bracow. And you'll be like, oh no, I've been bracowed. And I'll be like, you're damn right you have. All of that scowl that I be sending your way. Come get some. Ow, icky, 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 ow. Icky, 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 ow. That's what my gun sounds like. It's got a very icky sound. Sorry about that. It's landscaping day, so the guy came by with the leaf blower, and I didn't want to annoy you guys with it. I already grabbed so 12 supplies for 12 tomb colonists. That'll take me down to 7 though, which is kind of cutting it tight. And supplies are expensive here on purpose so that you can't resupply after that. I mean, technically you can make monstrous almanacs, although it's not really worth it. A secret's worth almost 1,000 itself, so I would never sell the almanac here. Perhaps not. We will, however, explore. Oh, the curator. That's what we needed to do. He's definitely not getting my lump of scintillac. He can fall off a cliff if he wants my scintillac. That's definitely not happening. I should have given him the... So if you have the cask or the crate of angry dream snakes, that's who takes it, the curator. I forgot about it, and I actually sold mine for like $500. It was stupid of me. I could technically make another one. It's not that hard to do. But it would require me to go back through a whole bunch of the motions that are required down at Hunter's Keep in order to make that one a suitable endeavor. And so it's kind of like, well, maybe not. I may not do it. It's just kind of, I don't know. The Tomb Colonist thing, I don't think I've ever actually done that quest before where you trade for Tomb Colonists. Oh, we got a Lifeberg over here. And Issa gonna die. Kill myself a Lifeberg today. I woke up this morning waiting to kill life. That's all that I wanted to do. I said, prime the cannons, make them ready, so that I can murder something that's alive today. Bring me a crewman if you can't find a monster. And this is why I'm so prone to mutinies. No longer an issue. All clear. Let's gather some treasures. We got a hunting trophy and 3 outlandish artifacts. Cool. That's the way to go. I actually used to farm these back in the original version of the game, back when the combat was the weird turn-based combat that they had. And I used to farm them because it just took time. Like, it was really time-intensive to kill them with the level 1 ship, but you could if you were smart about it. So I used to do that, and then you would go back to London with, like, 35 artifacts, and you would just sell them all. And that was how I used to make money back in the day, because at that point, the game actually didn't have a ton of content. Like, it had content, but it took so long to get through it, and it was so hard to make money that, like, the really, really obvious stuff that made you grips of cash tended to be the ones that you focused on. Alright, so in Wither, we will gather intelligence. We will also explore the town, because why not? A castaway. Oh, we found the fry. A woman in an iridescent green gown waves vaguely from a rock near the shore. Sorrowful sighs waft across the water towards you. An idiot castaway? A mermaid? No, of course not. Mermaids are a preposterous myth. We will approach. The poor woman won't answer your hails, but she's obviously in need of assistance. A fanged mouth rears from the water, big enough to bite a boat in half or swallow a pig. The woman contorts and slides into the water. She's the tip of the monster's tail. This will be untidy. Let's fight it. You've succeeded. With cutlass and with pistol, your sailors stride into battle. The serpent obviously expected nothing of the kind. It essays a number of savage strikes against you, and then a lucky shot takes it in the eye. You harvest its bones and scrape its hatching young from the rocks by the shore. So you have a harlot fry now. Hooray. That's one of those items in this game that like you kind of want. Harlot fries, you use them for stuff. I don't remember specifically what we're going to use the harlot fry for, but I know there's like 1 or 2 quests that are like, oh, you just can't do anything unless you have this harlot fry. And then you turn in the harlot fry and you get like some massive reward half the time. It's pretty cool. I mean, either that or you can turn it into the museum if you really, really feel like squandering resources. I think I'd have to Google to remember what it was for, and by remember, I mean look it up, because those two things are not the same thing. But I kind of tried to portray them that way because I was trying to maintain face. It's all good. It's all good. Whatever. You know, nobody noticed. Nobody's going to call me on it. The Isle of Codex. A little expensive here to resupply. We will go to Frostfound, but we got to go to the Undercrow too, and we have to have something awaits us if we go to the Undercrow, because we're going to be giving him the prisoner's honey to increase our chances of successfully concluding his quest. And in fact, after we go to Palmerston, I may sweep back this way to try and get him a second time so that we can bump him on up to 90%. And that's the point at which I would feel a lot more comfortable about tempting his resolution. I don't know what we're going to get for his resolution. Hopefully something awesome. I'm going to do this part underwater because why not? We're going to Palmerston anyways, which means I should be able to resupply with fun stuff regardless of what happens. Oh, we got another one of those things. No, stop taking my fragments. It's hard to come by secrets at this point. And I'm kind of tired of not having secrets. Palmerston, we need to pick up that extra crewman too, which will give us access to a new story. We also need to get Zoop while we're in Palmerston. So Palmerston is actually kind of a lightning rod for a lot of our quests right now. We can track down a spy. They're good. Very good. Were it not for a single envelope sitting face up instead of down on your desk, you might have never noticed. Ooh. We have a spy. Track them down. No! The crew is not informed of the precise reason for the surge. They stare at each other suspiciously. Good. Next time they will be more alert. I lost my moves in the great game. They're not that valuable anyway, so I don't really care about them. You can get more of them pretty easily too. Damn it. I'm always scuffing my paint on shit, and I just got that clean-assy. I just got, like... I got Mother Mary painted on the side of it right now. All custom and shit. Ask the almost dead man to rejoin the 7 against Nida. Oh, it's him. Interesting. He laughs, and a laugh becomes a wheeze, which becomes a cough, which makes the most moths stir restlessly behind his ribs. Too late. My time is up, my lord. Mariam will have to find another guide. He purses his dried lips. Try the Isle of Cats, His Piratical Majesty's chiefest claw. Crossed paths with them more than once, I did. Almost had me the last time. Isari. That's their name. He remembers one more thing, and if you better luck this time, it'd be good to be remembered. I don't need an arch or a statue, just carve my name on Nida's bones. That'll do me. Get a port report. Where is the option? Wasn't there an option to give him prisoner's honey to trip balls for a little while? Maybe it's something different every time you come in. It shifts around. I bet that's what it is. I bet it's different every time you come in. This game does like to cycle and have a lot of randomly generated content. So the last time we were here, it was probably prisoner's honey, and this time it's a lamentable relic. It's a pretty good motivator to carry around a lot of stupid shit with me, though, while I sail. That's the name of the game. Well, the name of the game is Sunless Sea Zubmariner, but all I'm saying is that the point of the game is actually, if you really want to accomplish stuff, you just carry a bunch of random things in your hold at all given times. Like the things you identify as being mostly useful, like Foxfire candles, firkins of prisoner's honey. Just having like a couple of those on board for every voyage means that you won't hit any of those stupid stop gaps where you're like, shit, I can't go any further because I don't have the one weird little thing that I needed in order to make this work. Hopefully on the way into Frostfound we'll find something to kill too. I'm in the mood for murder. A murder most foul. In Savannah, you say. A murder most foul. Voodoo Mama Juju. Sorry, I'm a big Office fan. I've watched The Office, like, all 11 seasons probably about 10 times. It's basically my comfort show. Like, when I'm in a really bad mood, I'll sit and I'll just rewatch it for a week or two and just like, The Office, I love you. You're the perfect portrayal of life in just a random paper shuffling job. My wife, coincidentally, it's her favorite show too. And she works at a place like that where everybody sits at a desk and like does their own thing all day in like a big communal area. And so for her, it's just like real life basically, which is why she likes the show so much. Port report. My Iremi contract is here. I have failed in the challenge. Which Troy was drowned? How many battles until the iridescence? Who went east? The Riddle Fisher's trying to help, and perhaps they're trying to drive you out of your mind. You're forced to give up, and the mission is a failure. Fine, then. I didn't want to succeed anyways. How empty is my hold right now? Not enough room. Let's just make for Palmerston. How about that? How's about that? We just make for Palmerston, because it's the place I want to be. Ya mooks. Chapel of Lights might be a decent call, too, for one of the people we're looking for. I'm glad that we're at least making some progress in our ambition, so we know we got to talk to Isri. And we've got to get the Prince on board, too. The Isri and the Prince. So this might be a little bit weird. But that actually leads us pretty squarely to the Isle of Cats. We've got multiple objectives there that can only be completed at the Isle of Cats, and so... I mean, if we could knock out 2 of the 7 in one location, that'd be a big deal. And then I'm sure once we've got the 7, they'll have to, like, have different phases of the plot that we've got to work our way through in order to get it working. I don't really know what to say other than that. It's kind of... It's a tough one. It's a very, very tough one. Oh, good, we've got something awaits us. And when we put into port at Mount Palmerston is probably when... Well, maybe when we get to the Chapel of Lights, it'll be okay. Ooh, there's Mount Nomad. I wonder what happens if we fight Mount Nomad. I kind of want to. I personally think we can take him. I think we got this. I think we got this by the ass. Oh, he's fast. He might be more powerful than we are. Yeah, he's messing us up pretty good. If I can just cancel him effectively enough, I think we'd be alright, but he is really messing us up right now. Hard call. Like, to bail or not to bail. The stagger is not superior enough for what I need. And in fact, I think we might be better off by charging him so that both guns are ready to go. However, we are losing crew now. Oh, shiitake. Oh, no! That was like one of the worst things that could have happened. We got him! Oh my god, we're so wrecked up right now. We're so annihilated, but we got him. Oh, our hull is annihilated. Holy shit. A shattered cliff. A ship cannot destroy a mountain. All you have won is life and time while it sinks and heals, but for now, the Nomad is silent. Here, the wreck of another half-consumed ship slides from within. Quickly, let's go for it. You succeeded! The mountain collapses inwards, but you scramble from the wreck of the other ship, your hands filled with bright treasure. We gained an iron, we got a captivating treasure, and we got Mount Nomad's heart. Dude. We are amazing. We are also totally sinking right now. Not a good look for us. Not a good look. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Sunless Sea. Pretty sure we're about to die, but we did something awesome, so that's pretty sweet. I will see you all in tomorrow's episode. Get the game for yourself down below. Bye, everybody.